So now we're going to install the wiring loom. We'll put up the fenders and then the bonnet. So this is still going to take me a little bit of time to do. And there are different ways to go about installing a new wiring loom. You can get a complete wiring loom like the one I have right here, pre-assembled, pre-cut, pre-terminated. So you can decide to do your own cabling if you want to, and that's not all that difficult. All you need to do is to get your hands on a circuit diagram. And in a previous video we have reassembled the dashboard. We installed all the gauges and the dials, the warning lights and the switches. So the first thing we're going to do is to take the steering wheel off, and for that I'm using a puller, because otherwise it is very tough to get these off. And so we did remove the steering wheel, but even with the steering wheel removed, there was enough play here, and this space is not enough, so I just undid it, and I'm just going to let it lean backwards. So now I have more than enough space to put the actual dashboard. I just want to see if we now can actually get it into place, and that seems like this is going to fit just fine. A lot of connectors. Now don't be impressed by it, because it is very simple and straightforward. And this is the actual circuit diagram that comes with the wiring loom, and this is the white connector I showed you before. So no matter which way you want to go, if you buy a pre-assembled wiring harness, then you use your schematic for that. If you're going to install it all yourself, then you're going to need a lot of wires and different sizes of wires and different colors. Get connectors that are insulated like this one. I used to have a professor who told me, Steve, you should always measure. Knowledge is measurement, and he's right. So even for this job here, although it's very simple, you have a circuit diagram, so make sure that you do have an ohm meter. And if you're going to make your own wiring loom, make sure you have these connectors. And this is the inside of the dashboard, and as you can see, nothing is connected yet. So on this lovely circuit diagram, we have like 3 connectors. We've got a starter trip. That one is still continuity, so that must be my contact. And now I have continuity on the bottom here, so this must be my start trip. And that's the kind of work you have to do to identify how these switches operate. It is nothing really special. This is going to the lights on the bonnet. This white connector straight underneath the gas tank. So the big red cable is the cable coming from the battery going to the top of the solenoid. And squeeze it as hard as you can. The starter motor should turn. So let's try and see what happens. There we go.